A former factory shuts down decades ago. It may now get a new life. Senator Richard Blumenthal has pledged to help out to get money to clean up the old Armstrong Tire plant in West Haven. News 8 Ken Pierce joined the senator for a tour of that building earlier today. He's live in our New Haven newsroom with more on it this afternoon. Ken.
And Keith, it is a big building in a great location. It could be turned into anything. The trouble is, as you're about to see, it needs expensive cleaning, and the idea is to get the federal government to help out. This hulking brick building spent decades as home to Armstrong Tires, but they closed down in 1982. Now it's just an ugly symbol of tough times.
We have to do something to turn around the economic climate in West Haven. This Armstrong building's been empty and vacant for some 30 years now.
Well, not empty. Certain floors are crammed with stuff, old stuff. Like these rotary telephone switchboards that look like something out of a black and white movie. But all this stuff isn't a big problem, not as big as the asbestos and other chemicals in the building. Once someone takes care of that, there are lots of possibilities.
It's near a rail facility, it's centrally located, it could be residential, commercial, even some small manufacturing.
In fact, when they were first tearing down old industrial buildings around the corner to build the new West Haven train station, the idea was to put all that in the old Armstrong buildings, but the money for that never came. Can you imagine a tech company moving in here, maybe dividing this up into apartments? There is certainly plenty of space. The question is, how soon can somebody get this cleaned up, and who is going to pay for it? The property is owned by the parent company of Stop & Shop. It turned a former Armstrong parking lot across the street into a supermarket, and it's pledged $1 million for further cleanup. But it's going to take more.
We've got to drive for economic aid from the federal government. I'm going to make it a priority to go to the Economic Development Administration of the federal government and say, this site is a must. Get it all cleaned up, and then Stop & Shop's parent company will shop it around and look for the right buyer. They're paying around $120,000 a year in taxes. With the right development, Blumenthal says that piece of property could bring in as much as $3 million a year for the city. Live in the New Haven newsroom, I'm Kent Pierce. Keith, back to you.